Hasard Lee, The Art of Clear Thinking, a stealth fighter pilot's timeless rules for making tough decisions. Step into the intense world of a stealth fighter pilot, where decisions can mean life or death. In The Art of Clear Thinking, Hasard Lee opens the cockpit door to reveal his hard-earned insights about making tough decisions under pressure. From scorching deserts to high-stakes missions, Lee shares strategic frameworks such as unbiased assessment, fast forecasting, and the Eisenhower Matrix, tools that transform high-stakes decision-making into a manageable task. Through gripping anecdotes and practical wisdom, this book offers actionable strategies for anyone facing complex choices, whether in personal relationships, professional landscapes, or significant life crossroads. Prepare to discover how timeless military decision-making tactics can become your guiding principles for navigating life's uncertainties with clarity and confidence.
The power of pause. In the demanding and high-pressure environment of Air Force training, daily stand-ups serve as a fundamental ritual where student pilots like Lee are put to the test. Each morning, one trainee is chosen to address a theoretical emergency, standing front and center in the classroom. The trainee must articulate their approach to controlling the aircraft and analyzing the problem, encapsulating the vital first step of problem solving, an accurate assessment of the situation. This initial step is crucial, not just for pilots but for any decision-making process, whether at home or in the workplace. Lee's experience underscores the significance of pausing before action. This pause allows one to gather necessary data and construct a mental model, which is essential for well-informed decisions. While the urge to leap into action when problems arise is common, it's important to resist this impulse. Rushing can lead to poor outcomes, a lesson that, in the world of fighter jets, has life or death consequences. The process of pausing doesn't need to be elaborate. It can start with a simple breath, creating space between stimulus and response. Once impulsivity is curbed, a systematic analysis should follow, engaging all senses to examine every clue. Is that rattling sound coming from a critical area? Is the temperature unusual? Could that smell be an indicator of trouble? These quick evaluations, although taking just seconds, provide clarity and prevent hasty, unexamined reactions. The tendency to tackle issues immediately is deeply rooted in human cognition. However, as the ACE Helix model illustrates, today's world often demands considering the broader, cascading effects of our choices. Thus, devoting a moment to pause and reflect, whether you're a pilot maneuvering through the skies, resolving a conflict with a loved one, or addressing an unforeseen challenge at work, can make all the difference. This practice is an invaluable investment, offering perspective and paving the way for more effective solutions. Navigating critical decisions. At 2 a.m., Lee and his wingman, known as Shark, faced the daunting task of landing their fighter planes at Bagram Air Base after a grueling 5-hour airstrike against a Taliban stronghold. Under normal circumstances, landing at Bagram is challenging, but that night, it became significantly riskier as the primary runway was closed, leaving only the shorter and narrower backup runway available. This complication was further intensified by their planes carrying unexpected extra weight from leftover bombs, necessitating a higher speed approach with minimal room for error. As they neared the base, orange tendrils illuminated the sky, signaling that Bagram was under attack. With fuel running low and the formidable Afghan mountains providing no safe landing option, they quickly needed to choose between two risky alternatives: attempt the perilous landing on the compromised runway or eject from their aircraft before they ran out of time. To navigate this life-or-death decision, Lee relied on a technique from pilot training called fast forecasting. This method involves estimating the expected value of options by balancing potential upsides and downsides based on their probabilities, even when uncertainty prevents precise calculations. Despite the enormous stress and time constraints, Lee's rapid mental calculations pointed to a 97% survival chance if they landed on the runway compared to ejecting, which entailed possible injury or capture. These approximations, though imperfect, had to suffice. Clinging to this razor-thin margin of relative safety, Lee confirmed their course of action with Shark. Thankfully, they emerged alive, illustrating a critical lesson in decision-making. Lee and Shark's harrowing experience sheds light on a universal truth: in both personal and professional situations, perfect solutions are rare. The core human ability to weigh risks and rewards is a crucial asset when making decisions. By honing this skill of approximating probabilities and evaluating expected outcomes, one can enhance the likelihood of favorable results. It's essential to recognize that postponing a decision is itself a decision. Embracing even an estimated chance of success is preferable to inaction, as inaction guarantees a negative outcome. Navigating crisis decisions. Time was critical as Lee strapped into his F-16 at Bagram Air Base, Afghanistan. On November 12, 2016, just hours after a suicide bomber attack claimed the lives of several U.S. personnel, another threat emerged: a speeding fuel truck that wasn't part of the U.S. fleet. Given the grave danger posed by vehicle-borne IEDs, Lee had to make a swift and potentially life-saving decision. Should he take off and risk encountering the truck, or abort and find a way to neutralize the looming threat? In high-stakes situations like this, prioritization and decisive action are vital. The Eisenhower matrix provides a useful framework for decision-making under pressure, categorizing tasks based on urgency and importance. Urgent and important tasks demand immediate attention. Thus, Lee prioritized his mission and took off. With imminent threats managed, attention shifts to crucial tasks that aren't pressing, such as completing the aircraft's crosscheck. Tasks that are urgent but less important should ideally be delegated. Lee smartly radioed for backup to handle the potential IED. Least important are tasks that lack urgency and importance. These should be scrapped entirely, helping to maintain focus during critical moments. Mastering prioritization and execution is essential for thriving in personal and professional realms. Fear of making a wrong decision can paralyze us, yet the Air Force's advice to its pilots, that no problem exists that cannot be worsened, serves as a powerful reminder. While absolute certainty is elusive, removing distractions, delegating interruptions, and taking definitive action on what truly matters can significantly improve outcomes. Ideally, one navigates such challenges under less life-threatening circumstances than Lee faced, but the same principles of clear, strategic decision-making apply universally.
In The Art of Clear Thinking, Hasard Lee crafts a compelling guide to mastering the art of decision-making, drawn from the hyperreal and often perilous world of fighter pilots. Through his experiences, he illustrates the power of careful assessment, strategic forecasting, and prioritization. Lee's narrative urges us to slow down, consider every angle, and take decisive action, even when perfection is elusive. By applying military strategies to everyday challenges, he turns the daunting process of decision-making into a structured exercise in clarity and precision. Lee encourages leaning into our risk-reward instincts and using informed guesses to our advantage. Ultimately, the book champions that even in the absence of perfect solutions, taking purposeful steps can lead us to more favorable outcomes, helping us tackle life's complex scenarios with newfound confidence and insight.